What's up guys, Merrick here from Callous Climbing, and this is the 2016 Evolv Shaman. Now if you didn't know, this is the shoe that Evolv designed with Chris Sharma back in 2011 and again in 2016 with an updated design and some new features. I've been using this shoe for a little over a year now and I think it's pretty great, so let me tell you a little bit about it. The Shaman is a high performance shoe, so it's got your standard downturn profile and asymmetrical design. The upper is made out of a synthetic material that Evolv uses for basically all of their shoes. I've heard that it can stretch up to half a size, but personally, my pair hasn't really stretched that much at all. There's a padded area underneath the 3 Velcro straps that feels very comfortable on your feet even when you cinch the shoe really tightly. So you can kind of see the stitching of the inside of the shoe right here. As well as the material, which is kind of like a suede feeling, so it's actually really comfortable on your skin, which is a nice bonus for, these highly aggressive shoes that are typically uncomfortable. The sole is made out of a 4.2mm Trax rubber. Now if you've ever owned a pair of Evolvs, or if you've ever used a pair of Evolvs, then you're probably already familiar with it. It's generally considered a softer piece of rubber than some of the other ones out there, but I'll go over its performance a little later in this video. Now as far as sizing goes, people recommend that you go down maybe half a size from your street shoe, but really you're just going to have to try it on. I wear size 9 street shoes and I wear size 9 Shamans, but I know people who have had to size down, half a size to a full size. One of the most important things, in my opinion, for climbing shoes is that you really go and try them on. Not just to see what size fits you, but to see how the shoe fits you in general. Some shoes have a wider toe area, a wider heel area, and depending on your foot type, you just never know until you try it on. Alright, that's it for the materials and fit, so let's get on to some of the features. There are 3 main parts to the shoe: the toe, the sole, and the heel. And I'll go over each part separately. Starting with the toes, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the Shaman sports a downturned toe design. This is great for when you're doing overhang problems, where you really got to keep your feet up on the wall, and you got to keep your toe stuck on those little edges or little pockets. Compared to the 2011 design, the 2016 Shaman has a pointier big toe area, which makes it easier to, keep it in those tiny pockets or tiny little chips. The toe also has what Evolv calls the knuckle box and the love bump. So the knuckle box is this little hump on the top of the toe, and the love bump is this little arch right underneath the toe. What these two little features do is they put your toe in a really natural, comfortable position while still giving you the ability to put a lot of power into it. The rand is a little thicker now, which is good for toe scums and for the added durability. They've also added a little more rubber on top of the toe since the last design to help with toe hooks and to give you a little more confidence in them. While the front strap isn't a part of the toe, it's still worth mentioning here because they shortened it and moved it inwards a little bit so it doesn't get in the way while you're climbing. And just like the original Shaman, the middle strap goes in the opposite direction, which gives you a really snug fit around the midsection of your foot. Overall, I think Evolv really improved the toe design since the 2011 model by adding that extra rubber on top for toe hooking, making it a little comfier, and by making it a little pointier so that you get that extra precision on those overhang problems. Now onto the sole. Like many other high performance shoes out there, the rubber is split into 2 sections by an arc tensioning strap. This makes the shoe more snug, adds flexibility, and makes it a little more sensitive. The Trax rubber is softer, so at the right temperature range it'll be better at everything except for small edges, where a harder rubber would be better suited. But if the temperature increases, it'll be more prone to slipping. Most climbing shoes are designed to work best at around 5 degrees Celsius, which is colder than most gyms out there. So if most of your climbing is indoors, you're probably not getting the best performance out of your shoes, but it's the same across the board. Smearing with the Shaman is not the best, but it's alright. The softer rubber makes it a little better, but because of the downturn design and love bump, there's less surface area on the wall and less friction. This is something that'll affect all high performance shoes that have a downturn design. The heel is my favorite part of the Shaman. The way it's designed with the heel counter makes it very snug and very comfortable on the heel. The first time I put it on, it felt like it created a suction, there's no wiggle room at all, and it just feels very secure. This translates right into your heel hooks. They feel super secure, and you can put a lot of power down without being scared of popping out. And that's it. The Shaman is a great performance shoe with a lot of improvements over the old design. I'd recommend this for people who are looking to upgrade their beginner shoes or even as a first shoe just because it's built to be that comfortable. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching.